Can you see me? Oh, good afternoon. How are you doing? So, following on from yesterday's video, gluing all these up. Ah, you might want to grab yourself a cup of tea. You know it's not going to be a short one. So, cheers. Following on from yesterday, time to take the cramps off. So, do you want to watch something? Because do you want to watch me take all these cramps off? Probably not. So, let's make it a bit shorter for you. That was a bit strange. You guys went off then for a minute. Yeah, it doesn't normally go off. Right, okay, so cramps are gone, and now we have a frame that goes up and down. So this is great. This is what it's been about. Now we've got some strength going on. You can't see very well, okay. Don't worry about you guys not being able to see properly. So now, we're looking at the wrong side. We've got edges, got a bit of planing up to do, got a bit of, can you see that bit of shine on there? Got a bit of planing up to do, that's all right. I won't plane it actually, I'll go over it with the scraper. Let's do that now. So first thing to do is flush off this surface. Let's get that sorted. I think once this surface is flush, I can double check the rebate because it hasn't exactly glued exactly where I wanted it. So hang on a sec there. Right, you're back. Sorry about that. Ian came. Good to see you, Ian. Oh, by the way, if you like any of the stuff on here, like, share. You can buy me a coffee if you want to buy me a coffee. That much appreciated. There are a number of people that are supporting me at the moment, and it's fantastic. And it makes a difference. So to all those that have supported me, thank you. Right, let's get this thing done. So, yeah, I'm going to put it in there. It'll just fit in there, I think. Yeah, can you see that? There's just a gap there. And this is, I had this discussion with somebody the other day. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I had this discussion with somebody the other day. I think it was Gary. About the voice not being too inset on your bench. A gap there is a good thing, especially when you've got something like your shooting board. To be able to put this in here and have a gap there and still have that there is great. Right, I'm going to grab, I think for this first bit I'm going to plane that. So let's, you know what, let's support it a bit. I could do the tidy up, couldn't I? Let's support it a bit. I'm going to put that under there. I'm going to just slide that under there. There you go. Come on. I've got wax, I've got chains. Maybe that's going to go further that way and then kick round. There you go. There you go. So it's sitting on here now. Now I can slide that to that end. Great. So now, not only is it tight in the vise, it's actually sitting on this bit as well. So that's great. Let's get this thing sorted. So now we're getting to the point where these surfaces are coming together. And if I was making it myself, I would, come on, it's nearly there. It's nearly there. There you go. If I was making this to a perfectly square one, then I probably wouldn't use this process. But hey, I'm going to take one more. There you go. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's better. Okay, I can give that a light sand now. Oh, look at that. That's going to be brilliant. Can you see the difference? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. So I don't know whether you can see. I don't know why my phone keeps going off. That's what we're looking at now. So if you compare that to those lines you can see, they're just little steps there. They're not massive gaps, they're just fraction steps in it that just need planing off. You're still on, aren't you? Oh, if I go there, 5:15, there you are. And don't forget, enjoy your tea. Right, now I can't get in here. Can you see that? That's where that upright, that bobble is. So I'm just going to miss that bit out and then just plane down here. I want you to see better. I want you to see a bit better. Let's pull, and there you go. You can see better now. So you can see what's going on here. So I'm just going to pull the plane in just after the after that little horn that's sticking out, and all I'm trying to do is just get all three aligned. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. That's not far off there. So I can take the plane through, and it's taking less off that side. That's nearly there. Okay, I'm going to just grab something for that. So let's just... So in amongst jobs and things, I get occasionally to tidy up some of my tools. I've got quite a collection of paring chisels, which are basically long chisels. And this is a lovely, I think it says, it's Taylor's anyhow, with the screw, somebody will tell me. It's Charles Taylor's. Anyhow, paring chisel. Just for taking this off. So good to... There you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So good to use a paring chisel. There you go. There you go, paring chisel. Job done. So now I'm going to get round here and I'm just going to find my cabinet scraper needs sharpening. It'll do for now, it's only taking some bits off. Don't want to keep stopping the video. Feels wonderful, feels wonderful. So there's just this bit of glue here. Can you guys see that still? So I'm on the inside there. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. I just got to get rid of that glue. There you go. Done. Right, there's a little bit of, can you see that there? Oh, if this video suddenly stops, it's because there's something going on with my phone. I don't know what it is. It's not very happy today. It doesn't normally go off, it normally stays on. Just check all the leads, everything's alright. Once you have a certain type of chisel in your hand, and it's nice and sharp, you tend not to put it down. So I've got a lump of glue down here, so I'm just going to take this off as well. So this is great, this is great. So this is the, and I do that sometimes, you know, you take a bit away and then you'll, some small gaps down here, that's all right, I can cope with those. I'm just going to round that corner a bit, because that's going to get some muck in the corners. Oh right, I should show you this as well. Hang on there a sec. Can you see in there? You can't properly. You can see pretty good. You can see I've got two different heights there. Well, I'm going to sort that out so there's one height. This is the mitered part here off this one. It isn't quite as perfect as the other one, so I'm just going to take a bit off there. The depth spot on, which is great. He says just as he takes a bit off the depth. Right. So now I'm just going to pare that down a little bit, chop that corner out. You know what, I'm going to leave it in, but I am going to make that the same height as that. There you go. Just means that if there's any muck or something sits on top of the little piece on the body of the camera, we'll get away with it for a certain period of time. Right, so that's 2 edges done. I haven't sanded that. I'll sand it later. Top feels great. The top feels really good. There's a few bits of glue. There you go. Right, let's get this prop sorted. So it's a bit high there, so I'm just going to oh, you can't see, sorry. Gordon Bennett. Sorry. So it's a bit, oh dear. There you go. It's a bit high here. So all I'm doing is just taking, you can see, you know, 2 or 3 shavings, you're talking about 20 thousandths of an inch. It's not a lot to come off. Now I'm over here. Where are you? I'm taking this off because this is just not quite flush. Well, we know it fits. Oh, it's beautiful. There's a little bit there that's not worth getting the plane on, so I'm just going to. And sometimes having the scraper that's not 100% isn't a bad thing. Beautiful, beautiful. Chuffed with that. What do you guys think? Come on. There you go. So you're looking at 2 or 3 pieces of wood there. Well, on the end there, you're looking at 3. You can just see a small witness of a gap just there. Well, it's all small stuff, but it's not bad, it's not bad. The top of a mitre there, see it? Where are we? Here? Yeah, top of that corner. That's all right. One more side to do. One more side to do. Let's pull you out. I'll get this done and then we'll come back to you, shall we? You don't want to keep, do you? Well, I lost you there. I don't know what happened, but I lost you for a minute, so I carried on without you. Right, and hopefully I'll be able to join this to the last bit I've done. Right, so what I've got now is this front face is good. There's a couple of little bits like that aren't exactly perfect. I can still feel something going on. So this is only 120 grit. 120? 150. I just want to take away any where I've lifted the plane or what might feel like snipe. There's a little bit of play in there, which just shows because it fits that thing. So hey ho. Right, that's all right. Yeah, the play's still there. So okay. So what I've got to do now is just take off some of this where I've got a bit of glue or something on there. I'll generally try and work in this corner, so if you want to be a bit closer, I'll there you go. Right, so you know what, I don't really want to use my plane on this. I'd rather just slice through the glue like that. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I'd rather just slice through the glue like that. Not going mad with the sanding block, just making sure it's flat and down. Because I think I'm gluing yet another layer to this, another lump of glue. So there you go, this is how I do it sometimes. Sometimes it's easier to get it off when it's dry. What can happen is if you get it off when it's wet and spread it, especially if you use water, you can push it into the grain, and then it doesn't want to come out. Nothing there. Looks like there's some snipe there, but shouldn't be. The snipe was off the end of the further off the end of the plank. Right, there we go. So next thing is I need to just sort out these rebates. They're not perfect. What I'm going to do is, let's show you these rebates. So look, I've got a bit going on there, I've got some glue going on down there, I mean this is very close. I've got some, see the difference in height there, so I've got to sort that out. It'll be just a matter of working from the face, it's no problem. I'll do it with the router, hand router, so I'll sort that out. It's a bit deeper. Okay, let's get the router out. Let's get the router out and show you, yeah, set it up. Do you want to see where my router is? It looks pretty cool. My router is up here, he says. Where is it? There it is. And actually, I'm glad you're here, because otherwise, oh, I wouldn't have, I couldn't see it from down here. Right. So this is my lovely little Stanley 71. And yes, we've got to set it up. It doesn't take too long to set it. And we will, don't you just love it? So, blades, clamp, blade, another blade, or should I call it an iron? Don't need that, don't need that, do need that. Okay, well I'm going to set this thing up and then you guys can watch in a sec. So I've had to sharpen the iron on this because I haven't used that iron before. I've been using the other irons, so it's the first time sharpening this, and you can see what I'm doing here. I'm having to take this off. There's a lesson to be learned here. I suppose I was rushing it by pushing it through the saw, and I normally set up the router and in setting up the router I get a better quality, and I was just thinking, oh, I'll set it through the saw because people see it done through the saw and people, you know, don't mind that. Well, it's been a while since I've set anything up through the saw, and I think I now know why, because it's just not worth it's not worth this effort later. So I'm having to make sure all these rebates are nice, anyhow, I've taken the most of that out of there. What I tend to do is then go in with a chisel and scrape it down like that. There's a little bit left there. Let's just get that bit. And scrape it out. It's only a little tiny bit in the corner. And scrape it out, knowing that the end of the chisel is square and you're just correcting any little flaws that might be in there. So that feels good, it sounds good. So I'm going to work my way around. That's the one done. I'm going to put it against there. So yes, you can see I've got this clamped down. So and my tea's gone cold. Great. Set this up against the stop there, which is clamped down. This clamps down, so that holds it. This one doesn't look too bad actually. So, oh, look at that. Oh, a little bit there. Okay, well I'll do this little bit here, and we'll get back to you guys in a sec. So when you're using the hand route, I thought I'd show you from a different angle. You can see what this is doing. When you're using the hand route, there's still some in there, great, so I can show you. See that lump just there? Yeah, you can. When you're using it, you've got to keep, it's important you keep the bed flat, and the grain direction in this, on this piece of wood here, is going in that direction. So I've got to come in here and just rotate it, and then, so I'm pushing that way and a little bit that way as well, and it's not far away now. I think I'm there. That feels great, that feels great. A little bit just came out there to move you out the way. So now I can just get in here. There you go. A little bit of glue's come out. And now what we're doing is we're just getting all these rebates to line up properly. Go down there and just take that. That's great, I'm chuffed with that. So next rebate down, there's some glue. So I'm just going to remove some glue. Right. Corners look great now, corners look great now. That's not the best, that's a wobble on the saw, but we'll get around that. But the rest look really good, so I'm pleased with that, which is the top. This is the top, okay, so that's the bottom, so that is probably in the best place. Okay, do you want to have a look? Let me give you a quick look at what I can see. So this is what I'm seeing, and you can see now that these rebates seriously line up a treat. I'm chuffed with those, look at that. So yeah, not going to have any grief with those, are we? So let's put you back in there. I hope you like that little introduction to the Stanley 71. I think I'll do a video on it one of the days. If you guys want me to, just give me a yell. Thank you for Brian, who commented on how polished your chisels are, Jamie. He says, I mean, look at that. That's, there you go. You can see the back of. Anyhow, you're right, Brian. It does take a lot of effort to get a chisel with a polished back like that. Right, that's done. What's next? Let's zoom out. Well, the next thing to do is put you guys back in there and have a think about what I've got to do and how far I've got. Yeah, we'll just hold you there. Right, I've got that done. I've gone around all this. I should have told you, but I've glued an extra bit in there. I wasn't happy with the amount of play, and these, can't see it, these are slightly different one side to the other, and you can see they're worn. I mean, this is where it's going to take the majority of wear, isn't it? At the top, that's the bit that's going to get rattled around and moved around. Can you see there? Yeah, there you go. So I wasn't entirely happy, and I've added that, which will probably, I'll probably remove more than half of the thickness of that, trim it off the top bottom. We'll see that later. And then on this side we've got one as well. Can you see? There you go. So glued to the side of that tusk coming through, or tenon, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, on to tomorrow. So I think what's going to happen tomorrow, because I'm going to go now, sunshine, it's gorgeous out there. Have you seen my little thing on the window? Look, which I think that, I love seeing that backwards. Actually, it looks great on the floor. There you go. Creative woodwork. And sometimes when it comes through in, when it hits a window out there, car window out there, it actually writes it up on the wall all over there, which is just nuts. Anyhow, I need a drink. That's about it for today. I'm going to come in tomorrow, and I've got somebody with me for a bit, but I've got some spare time tomorrow afternoon, so I will get on with it then and look at, I think I need to close this outside off, finish the outside, and then once the outside is finished, then concentrate on the little bit that goes inside, which is one of these, which will do something like that, and it will slide in down there, which we can see here, can't we? Mine's the other way around. Oh, I know what that is. That's the black side to the, yeah, the black side to the glass. So yes, that will go down something like that, and actually, there you go. It shows you what it's going to do, but it's going to be a lot bigger than that. The thing with this one though is I'm using this for parts, so this, the top part of this will be sort of there, and yeah, lots to do, but it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, so stick with me. I know I'll go on a bit, don't worry about that, I'm getting better at it, I think, and we will get there. So this one is a problem because my phone went off 3 times during filming today. I don't know what went wrong. It actually means I've got to join these together, so I've actually got to put it on the computer. I've got to put it on the computer and upload it properly and edit, and which is not something I wanted to get into, but hey ho. Thank you for watching.